priceless treasure of a soul. If there existed one man or woman who did not love the Savior, and if that person lived among the wilds of Siberia, and if it were necessary that all the millions of believers on the face of the earth should journey there, and every one of them plead with him to come to Jesus before he could be converted, it would be well worth all the zeal, labor, and expense. If we had to preach to thousands year after year and never rescue but one soul, that one soul will be full reward for all our labor, for a soul is of countless price. Charles Haddon Spurgeon. If there were a man on a snow-capped mountain who didn't love Jesus, how far would you climb? Would you go with millions of believers into the wilderness to plead for one soul that they would know Jesus? If there were a wretched soul cast out by the world, wearing a scarlet letter, how long would you search? How far would you go? Down the deep dark valley to find that lost soul? How far would you descend that they would know Jesus? Over vast expanse for one will go, knowing God's value of one lost soul, driven by God's love, redemption his goal. The priceless treasure of one lost soul, the priceless treasure of one lost soul. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed is the servant, whom his Lord find him so doing. For many are called, but few are chosen. How beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace. If there were a woman abused or unloved who didn't have Jesus, his comfort and peace, how far would you go to pray and show love to the ones cast away? How much do you care that they would know Jesus? If we preach to thousands year after year, but only rescued one soul, one precious soul, it would be full reward for all our labor, for a soul is of countless price, that they would know Jesus. Over vast expanse for one will go, knowing God's value of one lost soul, driven by God's love, redemption his goal. The priceless treasure of one lost soul, the priceless treasure of one lost soul. For a soul is of